So I try to keep this channel all positive and not really dive into the negativity of things, but I'm seeing something so disgusting, I just have to make a video about it. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, is going around and in a despicable way, he's still standing up for Sam Bankman-Fried, saying that, he's a good guy, he doesn't have a bad bone in his body, and that, his parents are great and all this jazz. The guy's about to be indicted, probably, allegedly, on charges of corruption and fraud. He was misusing investors' funds. He defrauded a lot of people out of their life savings. He made promises with the FTX platform that went ahead and blew up in everyone's face. And what is Kevin O'Leary doing? He's not going out there and saying, hey, I screwed up as an investor, as a spokesperson. No, he's going on a media tour to actually grow his own brand. He's going on all these channels, all these news channels, all these YouTube interviews to say that Sam Bankman-Fried is a stand-up guy. And what does Kevin O'Leary have to lose in this case? Well, he's going to write it off as an expense. All the money he lost with FTX, he just writes it off as an expense. He's probably had corporate accounts there. The spokesperson money is probably absolutely ridiculous. And on this channel, when it's an up-and-comer that's selling out, when it is a channel of my size that goes ahead and takes an FTX sponsorship or a BlockFi sponsorship, I'm not going to go ahead and nail them to the coffin and just completely bash their reputation, because I understand it. You are clawing your way to the top from the bottom and you are in need of money. So it's understandable if a BlockFi comes and they offer you a bunch of money that you take it. But Kevin O'Leary, to sell out when you're already a multi-millionaire making so much money off of everything, you're on Shark Tank, you are an investor in dozens of companies, if not hundreds of companies, and you go out here and you try to say that this fraudster, Sam Bankman-Fried, is actually a good guy, and that what happened with FTX was they just made some risky moves and it all went belly up. It sounds to me from what I'm reading that it's all allegedly a fraud. And it sounds to me like Kevin O'Leary is actually a fraudster. And me personally, I used to like him. I used to find him funny on Shark Tank. I am not a fan of Kevin O'Leary at all. I will never be again. I will never watch anything that has to do with that man. I think it's absolutely reprehensible the way he's going around and just trying to save face of FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't think he knows anything about crypto. I was listening to a recent interview he did where he referred to Mt. Gox as Mt. Dot. I don't think that man knows anything. I think that he's just a guy in a suit running a brand, trying to just be this Mr. Wonderful who knows everything about everything. And honestly, I don't think that's the case. I think he's got a lot of consultants. I think he's got a lot of people chirping in his ear. And the dude has no idea what he's talking about, but he's smart enough to know that he is absolutely trying to save face of Sam Bankman-Fried, because Sam has lined his pockets as he did with the Democrats and as he did with a lot of the news channels and other places. Again, all allegedly. But you could look at all of this up on your own. You could see that there's references there. You could see that it's credible resources that all point to this. And to round out the video, I'm going to show you one of his ridiculous, reprehensible interviews that he did where he is trying to say that Sam Bankman-Fried is actually a good guy. He doesn't know what happened here, but he's going to get to the bottom of it. And, it's all just, oh, okay, FTX went under and Sam Bankman-Fried just had a little bit of a mess up. I think it's disgusting. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Sorry for being a little negative today, but I used to be a fan. I used to be a Kevin O'Leary fan, and I feel like he's just completely torching his reputation, and he's doing it in such a way that he doesn't even care about how it comes off, and that rubs me the wrong way, because there's a lot of young people that follow people like Mr. Wonderful, and they think of him as a wise guy who's been around for a long time, and so they listen to him. And I think it's gross that he's taking all his fans, all the people that believe in him, for granted, and he's just going ahead and selling out at this stage. Absolutely disgusted. I hope that his reputation gets eviscerated, and I hope that his financial standing gets decimated. I hope he had so much tied up in FTX and he loses it all, because the man is just being an absolute douche right now on a media tour, trying to stand up for someone who I believe is a fraudster. I believe is corrupt. I believe had really terrible, selfish intentions. And I also believe that a lot of people right now are hurting mentally, emotionally, financially because of this entire mess. And the whole crypto market is hurting as well, except for Bitcoin maximalists who are saying, yeah, we told you this is going to happen and you should just invest in Bitcoin and don't trust centralized exchanges. Don't trust these other coins and tokens. It's all Bitcoin in the end. And when the shit show is over, Bitcoin will go ahead and rise to the top. So we'll see what happens. Check out this clip from Kevin O'Leary coming up right now, and let's talk about it in the comment section.
You know, I'm a big boy. I've seen this movie before. I will say, on a personal level, and I don't think if you talk to 10 people that knew Sam, 9 of them are going to say what a wonderful guy he was, and I'm one of those. I just think he's a very interesting individual. Over time, we'll peel this onion, find out what happened. I don't think that guy has an evil bone in his body. I've met his parents. They're compliance lawyers at Stanford. Wonderful people, very philanthropic. It was those, it's meeting the team there that gave me the confidence to get involved with this, because I wanted a platform, a robust platform where my compliance department, my accounting, my financial people, and my own operating company and our auditors could look at this and say, all right, we can understand the transactions, we can account for it, and we can report to regulators as we must. And we did. The truth is the FTX platform was very robust. It was very well designed. Hundreds of millions of dollars went into making that